know that symbol. That's a Phrygian cap. It stands for freedom, and that's a Masonic eye. Now those two come together in only one place. What's that?
What up, y'all? It's the Dot Connector, and welcome back to our breakdown of Marvel Spider-Man. Now, if you watch part 1, you already know what time it is. We exposed the Illuminati symbolism hidden inside Peter Parker's room, the all-seeing eye, the pyramid, the New Age symbolism, the hidden pandemic predictive programming, and the quiet warnings buried right into the opening minutes of the game. There's a lot of people that do this with movies, TV shows, music, but for some reason the gaming industry just seems to go unnoticed, and that's just unfortunate because the gaming industry seems to be one of the major ways that the elites love to indoctrinate our children into the occult. They love to hide their signs and symbols inside of these games. And so if nobody's exposing this, and the gaming industry is the biggest entertainment industry, beating out movies, beating out TV shows, beating out the music industry, if the gaming industry is the biggest entertainment industry in the world, then guess what? It needs to be exposed. But today, we're going deeper, because once Spider-Man leaves his apartment, once he steps out into New York City, that's when the real agenda starts revealing itself. And what they're really showing you is a blueprint for the future surveillance state, a blueprint for smart cities, a blueprint for total digital tracking, and a blueprint for a world where your every movement, your every decision, your every breath is monitored. Let's connect the dots.
The Dot Connector here. The transmission is unstable, but we're holding the line. Stay tuned. The final piece is about to be revealed.
Family, as many of you know, YouTube recently demonetized my channel. In the age of censorship, we always knew this day would come. In response, many of you have donated to the channel, which I am forever grateful for. It's times like these that UpTV needs your help the most. It is your donations that will allow videos like this and many more to still be produced. Don't allow big tech to put a stop to the truth. Please continue to support the channel by following the donation links in the description of this video. Any amount, big or small, is greatly appreciated. Thank you for your love, support, and generosity as we battle against spiritual wickedness in high places, tyranny, and injustice. My name is Devin Worlds, and we are the Dot Connectors. One of the first major side missions in Spider-Man PS4 is restoring these Oscorp towers all across the city. The game tells you these towers are used to track crime. You bring them back online, you unlock citywide surveillance, and suddenly Spider-Man can monitor criminal activity in real time.
Now that you quit smoking, what do you tell people when you come up here?
That I need a break from their crap.
Fair enough. So, why'd you call? Need a date to the policeman's ball?
You got a black and white suit? No ball this year anyway. We spent too much integrating Oscorp surveillance tech.
Worth it though, right?
It was. Till an hour ago. The system went down. Citywide. Every tower.
How?
They tell me someone sabotaged the central server, and now all the towers are offline.
Inside job?
Maybe. I'll figure it out later. Right now we need to get the towers back online. Fast.
And you called me? Aw, that's sweet.
I called someone I could trust. Plus, the signals are scrambled and we have no idea how to fix it.
Ooh. I love a challenge.
You break it, you buy it.
I thought you trusted me.
Now, let me ask you something. Why does Spider-Man need a mass surveillance grid to do what he's already been doing his entire life? He's got spider sense, he's got superhuman reflexes, he's got enhanced perception, but suddenly, the hero needs a centralized monitoring system watching the entire city. Sounds familiar? Because that's not science fiction, that's China. China already operates this exact system. Smart cities, AI-driven facial recognition, behavior tracking, social credit scoring, predictive policing, real-time surveillance grids.
There are now 700 million CCTVs in China under the rule of the Communist Party. The system to which those electronic eyes are attached is the most complete state apparatus of surveillance yet imagined, with the ability not only to recognize faces at a distance, but gait itself when facial features are hidden or obscured. Such capability can and will soon be augmented to the point where the movement of eyes themselves, monitored by high-resolution and intelligent cameras, will soon be sufficient to identify any aware and active party.
And now, the West is openly rolling this out too. They're calling it smart infrastructure, crime prevention, urban optimization, public safety, AI governance, same system, different marketing. And Marvel just normalized it by turning it into a heroic game mechanic. You're literally rewarded for restoring their surveillance state. You're conditioned to believe security requires total monitoring. That's not entertainment, that's psychological conditioning.
Leaked documents reveal hack.
And here's where it gets even darker. Those same towers, they're not just tracking criminals, they're also tracking tagged objects, RFID-style tracking, just like AirTags, just like supply chain RFID chips, just like digital inventory systems, just like the microchips people are now voluntarily implanting into their hands. And yes, that is already happening.
So let's switch gears a little bit. So you have something else that's really interesting in the newsletter about people in Sweden implanting, putting implants, microchips, right,
Yes.
into them. We've seen something like this here. There was a company that
In
they're
Wisconsin,
right,
yeah.
so they could get stuff out of the vending machine with
Yeah.
these microchips. So what's happening in Sweden?
So basically in Sweden over the past couple of years, several thousand people have had these little rice grain sized microchips put into their hands, which contain information that they can use to, say, check into the gym or get into the office or pay for train tickets, right? So on the one hand, everyone can appreciate that that's convenient, right? How many times have you been looking for your key fob at the gym or can't remember your password for something? But I think the bigger question here is, look, as the human body itself becomes a technological platform, right, there are big questions we need to consider about what kind of information is put out about us, from us, quite literally, and also further down the line, what kind of access do other people or platforms have to that information that is inside us, right? This is a biotech question, this kind of blurring of the lines between the human body and tech. I mean, it's one thing if you're holding your smartphone and it's sort of emitting data about you. It's another thing if your own hand is doing the same thing.
So like 3,000 people signed up for this. Are they not as concerned about hacking and privacy and all the things that we can't stop talking about over here?
Yeah, polls show that actually Sweden is one of the countries where concerns about misuse of data is actually lower than other countries in Europe. But you know, we'll see. This is 3,000 people. This is a small experiment. It's been developing over the past several years. But as the information that these microchips contains gets more elaborate and more detailed, people may start to change their mind and demand more protection of their privacy.
People are implanting RFID chips to unlock doors, store medical data, make payments, and track identity. And decades ago, whistleblower Russo exposed this exact plan. He warned that the elite goal was to microchip the entire world, not for convenience, not for safety, but for control. You could be tracked, monitored, and restricted based on compliance. And now look at the world. Digital IDs, vaccine passports, CBDCs, biometric tracking, AI surveillance, smart city grids, RFID everything. This isn't conspiracy anymore. Its rollout, and Marvel just wrapped it into a superhero narrative to make it feel heroic, to make it feel normal, to make it feel inevitable.
9/11 was done by people in our own government and our own banking system to perpetuate the fear of the American people and to subordinating themselves to anything the government wants them to do. That's what it's about, and to create this war, this endless war on terror. I used to say to them, what's the point of all this? You have all the money in the world you need. You have all the power you need. What's the point? You know, what's the end goal? And he said the end goal is to get everybody chipped, to control the whole society, to have the bankers, the elite people, you know, the bankers and some governor controlling the world.
Score. Towers are picking up all kinds of RFID signals now, including one nearby.
And if you think this symbolism is accidental, think again. Because hidden all across the city are buildings and designs featuring the all-seeing eye, the Illuminati symbol, the same symbol you see in music videos, movies, corporate logos, government architecture, fashion, currency, and now video games. This is not random. This is branding. This is a wink, a subtle signature, a way of saying, we're still here, we're still in control, we're still watching. Stan Lee literally embedded Illuminati symbolism into Marvel. Doctor Strange literally had the Illuminati in the movie. Now Spider-Man is showing you a surveillance grid ruled by Oscorp, with all-seeing eye symbolism hidden in the city skyline. That's not storytelling, that's disclosure. Now let's talk about Dr. Otto, because this man is not just a villain, he's a prototype. He's a transhumanist archetype, a scientist obsessed with human enhancement, mechanical augmentation, neural control, artificial limbs, overcoming human limitations. He believes he's saving humanity. He believes he's fixing what God failed to perfect. And that is the same ideology driving AI development, Neuralink, brain-computer interfaces, genetic modification, human augmentation, digital consciousness. Dr. Otto's lab, his tech, his obsession, it all mirrors the real-world beast system ideology. If his lab logo has symbolic geometry, and I already suspect it does, then this ties directly into sacred geometry, occult symbolism, transhumanist doctrine, Luciferian human evolution, and yes, we will dissect that logo next, because nothing in the game is accidental. Marvel Spider-Man isn't just a game, it's a message. It's predictive programming, it's conditioning, it's disclosure. They're showing you smart city surveillance, RFID tracking, microchipping, AI policing, all-seeing oversight, transhumanist ideology, and they're telling you this is the future, this is inevitable, this is necessary. But the Bible already warned us about this system, a system where no one can buy or sell without being tracked, a system where control is total, a system where humanity merges with machines, a system where freedom is rebranded as slavery. And the scary part, most people are cheering for it because Marvel trained them to. But what are your thoughts? Did you notice the surveillance towers, the RFID tracking, the all-seeing eye symbolism, Dr. Otto's transhumanist parallels? Did you connect these dots, or am I reaching? You already know what to do. Sound off in the comment section and let me know. And if you notice something during the gameplay that I missed, drop it below and I'll break it down in part 3. Stay sharp, stay skeptical, stay searching, and as always, give your life to Christ. My name is Devin Worlds, and we are the Dot Connectors. Peace.
What you got there?
Chinese. If I know you'd be here, I would have... What are you working on?
Oh, just a side project. Of course. It's you. I don't know what you're...
Oh, come on, Parker, it's obvious.
Let me explain.
I only wish you'd told me sooner.
I wanted to, but I was afraid that if word got out, my family might be in danger.
Huh. Yes. I guess if you design his equipment, you're bound to be a target too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't worry. Your secret's safe. Well, I'll leave you to it.
Check your email. Hope this isn't how Doc fires me.
Peter, the revelation of your second job as Spider-Man suit crafter, is that the right term? Is a reminder of the good man and partner you are. No matter how hard you work, you still find time to help others. I hope you don't mind, but I noticed the suit was a bit damaged, and I took the liberty of sketching up some of my own improvements. Attached are a few ideas I had on how you could enhance his suit and help protect Spider-Man, who does so much for this city. Looking forward to the incredible work that we're doing and changing the world together. Your partner and friend, Otto.
White spider, huh?
That should do it.